Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry. For today's video, I want to revisit a topic which I think is important for new players and veterans alike: how to optimize your summons in Dragalia Lost. Dragalia is a very free-to-play friendly game. As a F2P or low spending player, you are given all of the tools and currency needed to succeed, but how you use those resources can affect your play experience. So in this video, I want to provide some basic tips to help you improve your summoning and resource use. I've broken my advice down into a list of 5 topics in no particular order, so let's get started. Number 1. Wyrmite is a finite resource. Save it. One of the most frequent questions I've received over the past 5 months playing Dragalia Lost is how I have so much Wyrmite. While this is less common now that I've spent a bit more, here's my advice. Wyrmite is a finite resource in Dragalia Lost. There is no way to farm it once you run out. This fact makes it the most valuable currency you'll encounter, and is why rationing and saving Wyrmite is so important. It's never a good idea to spend Wyrmite on reviving in a quest. For most players, it's also not worthwhile to spend Wyrmite to refresh your stamina or wings, especially early on when level ups are frequent. Extra smith worms in the Halidom are the one worthwhile use of Wyrmite besides summoning. I would suggest 3 to 4 for new players, with 5 okay too if you are very proactive in playing and resource collection. Here's why saving Wyrmite is more important than it may first appear. When you begin your Dragalia journey, there are many untapped sources of Wyrmite awaiting you. You can complete the campaign on normal and hard difficulty, in which every completed quest and story bit unlocks 25 Wyrmite once all of the associated endeavors are finished. The first time you clear endeavors on event quests like Avenues, Dragon Trials, and Elemental Ruins, you'll likewise gain some Wyrmite. There are also plenty of limited time jumpstart endeavors and normal endeavors which you can aim to finish as you steadily progress in the game and build up your team might. Furthermore, you can obtain Wyrmite by reading Adventure and Dragon stories. These are fully unlocked at 21 mana nodes or 15 Dragon Bond level respectively. But here's the catch. As you clear out these early unlocks, your Wyrmite income will start to diminish, with new Wyrmite and summon tickets accruing mostly through raids and other events. You'll get some through limited time event endeavors and quests, you'll get some through login bonuses and level ups, but for the most part, your Wyrmite will remain fairly static, with it taking a week or more to build up enough for an additional 10-fold summon. This is part of why choosing when to summon and when to skip is important, and it's also where many players may wish to open their wallets and spend on the game. But making purchases purely for summoning currency is also ill-advised. So let's get into why. Number 2. Pure Diamantium is never worth it. Let's say you're having a good time playing Dragalia Lost, and you decide you want to drop some cash towards supporting the game. What then should you purchase? Well, the general consensus is that spending money purely for the premium summoning currency, Diamantium, is a very bad idea in this game. It's more worthwhile to purchase paid packs on the basis of the guaranteed items you receive, and treat the Diamantium as an added bonus. Because of this, spending cash just to reset your pity rate or target someone specific on a summon showcase is a risky investment, but we'll get into rates later. If you do decide to spend money, here's what to go for. First, the one-time value packs. The Endeavor and Starter packs are solid. The renewing packs are fine for invested players, especially the 30-day one for daily refreshes. Otherwise, the monthly packs under Upgrade Essentials are where to spend your cash. The rare items contained in these packs allow you to unbind 5-star dragons, worm prints, and weapons, which means you are guaranteeing yourself a certain level of value. The Diamantium is just an added bonus. Nothing else in the shop is an especially good deal, although weekly packs are decent as a last resort. With your Diamantium, I would generally suggest taking advantage of daily deals to stretch the value of your dollar. At a low cost of 30 Diamantium, these allow you to perform one single summon per day. In other words, you could take 1500 Diamantium and do one 10-fold summon, or save that over time and do 50 daily deals. Despite 10-folds guaranteeing at least a 4-star, it's very likely you'll pick up one or multiple 4-stars across 50 pulls. Besides daily deals, Diamantium can also be used to reset your pity rates in a pinch, and another good use for Diamantium are Platinum Showcases. But you may be asking, what are those? Well, that takes me to my next point. Number 3, not all summon showcases are equal. Not all summon showcases are the same in Dragalia Lost, and this will often affect your summoning plans. I'd break the types of showcases or banners down into 5 categories: normal, seasonal, gala, special, and platinum. Let's compare and contrast, shall we? Normal and seasonal showcases tend to be identical in structure. The most common types of showcases in Dragalia, they typically have 10 units on focus, meaning those 10 have heightened appearance rates. These 10 units usually include 1 adventure of each rarity, although sometimes 2 4-stars are featured instead of a 3-star and a 4-star, a 5-star and a 4-star dragon, and 5 Wyrmites, 1 3-star, 2 4-stars, and 2 5-stars. After a normal showcase ends, any new items are added to the off-focus pool for future showcases. It's much harder to target off-focus units, so this means the best time to target a unit is upon their initial release. Seasonal showcases usually feature holiday-themed variants of existing characters, although this wasn't the case on this year's New Year's showcase. Seasonals also differ from normals in that some or all of the focus units are exclusive to that showcase. They won't be added to the normal, off-focus summoning pool after the seasonal showcase ends. As of now, there's been no mention of whether or how these units will be recirculated in the future. From a financial viewpoint, it's likely these desirable seasonal units will return one day, but it could be a full year before that happens. We just don't know. If you really enjoy holiday variants, you'll want to save your Wyrmite for seasonal showcases just in case. Now we get to Gala, Special, and Platinum showcases, all of which are infrequent. Gala showcases take place every 2 months. Our first Gala showcase delivered Gala Cerise, a new adventure with 2 affliction resistances, the highest base stats in the game, and a very powerful skill and ability kit. The catch is she and future Gala units will only appear every 2 months when a Gala rolls around, and they aren't in the normal summoning pool. Think of these as festival or legendary heroes who are more powerful but also harder to summon. Gala makes it tougher to snipe a specific unit than a normal showcase, in part due to the other big advantage to Gala showcases. 5-stars begin at a 6% total appearance rate rather than 4% total. This makes Gala excellent for collecting mini 5-stars at random, so they're great for newer players or even veteran ones who are comfortable with Eldwater from duplicates or less desirable Wyrmites. Special showcases are similar to Galas in that it's harder to target something specific, but unlike Galas, these showcases feature no new or exclusive units. Instead, they boost the appearance rate of a whole category. In the 2 special showcases we've had so far, Dragons. Dragon special showcases have 10 rate-up items just like normal showcases and seasonals, but unlike those, Dragon specials feature 3 5-star and 3 4-star dragons with appearance rates up, as well as 1 each for 5-star and 4-star adventurers and Wyrmites. These showcases make both focus and off-focus dragons appear more often than normals or seasonals. Dragons are crucial to endgame content, so these showcases are great for those who have that in mind. If you've already gotten 1 copy of the dragon you wish to unbind though, do note that you can slowly unbind it using sunlight and moonlight stones obtained in-game, making dragon specials slightly worse. Finally, we come to the aforementioned Platinum showcases. I mentioned that these are a good use of Diamantium, and here's why. Platinum showcases are paid only, which guarantee at least 1 5-star. In the lone Platinum showcase we've had so far, players could perform 1 10-fold summon per category: adventurers, dragons, and Wyrmites, with the category indicating the type of 5-star the player would be guaranteed. The sure thing is nice, but duplicates are still possible, and there's no ability to target within each category. It's simply one and done. For many players, this means Dragon is the safest bet, with Adventure being risky but worthwhile, and with Wyrmites, as of now, not worth pulling for. the advantage gained from platinum showcases isn't so high that you should feel compelled to spend. But if you can conserve Diamantium after doing daily deals, I do think platinums are a decent value. But just like with Gala and Dragon Special, targeting a specific adventure on platinums is unrealistic. And more generally speaking, that's one of the costliest things to do in Dragalia as a whole, even on normal or seasonal showcases. So let's finally get into the summoning appearance rates to see why targeting is so dangerous in Dragalia and see how much it costs if you really want to do so despite that. Number 4. Target 4 stars, not 5 stars. Alright, now we get into why some people dislike the gacha or call the rates in Dragalia Lost bad. Issues with Wyrmprincess aside, the other challenge when it comes to summoning is that it's very costly to target specific 5-star units. Without getting into the math, here's a chart which indicates just how costly it is. Until the game implements some way to target specific 5 stars, perhaps through a sparking system as seen in Grand Blue Fantasy, you'll need a lot of Wyrmite or Diamantium to assure you obtain a particular 5-star, since the appearance rate for any given one is 0.5% at default. The game does include a pity rate which steadily increases the chance of any 5-star for every 10 consecutive pulls without one, but this doesn't actually help with sniping a specific 5-star. It just means you'll eventually get something rare. You're even guaranteed to get some type of 5-star, not necessarily a focused unit or specific one though, after 100 summons without one on a normal showcase, or after 60 summons without one during Gala. In general, it's best to start out with daily deals or single tickets in multiples of 10 first to increase your pity rate, then do 10-folds last to take advantage of the heightened rate across all 10 pulls at once. This will give you your best shot at pulling a 5-star in general, but targeting a specific 5-star is still really tough. Maybe you really want a seasonal alt of your favorite character, or a slick new adventurer like Albert. As you can see from this chart, you could spend $360 or 18,000 Wyrmite and still have just a 50-50 shot at a certain 5-star you really want. Even with as much as $2,100 or 105,000 Wyrmite spent, there's still a 1 in 100 chance of failure. And the odds are even worse for Gala and Dragon Special. Instead of targeting 5 stars, it's much more realistic to go for 4 stars, as this next graphic will demonstrate. Even though there's still a chance you miss out on a desired 4-star, be it Odetta, Dragalia Nefaria, or Valentine's Ezolith, if you come into a showcase with enough Wyrmite, the odds are in your favor. One nice thing about Dragalia is that most 4-star units are unique and powerful in the right context, albeit they require more Eldwater to unlock their full potential than do natural 5-stars. Some 4-stars like Verica and Thaniel are even endgame staples. As you can see, you have more than a 9 in 10 chance of getting a targeted 4-star by your 10th 10-fold. There's still a possibility of failure, but at much lower cost than for 5 stars. This is perhaps the most important thing to realize about Dragalia Lost. If you get attached to a certain 5-star character, or you must have the latest hotness, you need to be prepared to possibly pony up some cash or to drain your Wyrmite stash. If you can instead become comfortable with a new 4-star every banner or two, it's much easier to maintain your momentum, save Wyrmite, and have a positive outlook on the game and your account. If you're worried about falling behind, remember, all existing content in the game can be cleared without even summoning at all, so there's really no need to pull in the first place. There's also no PvP in Dragalia, so all summoning is, at some level, based on your wants. And that brings me to my final point. Number 5, have a goal and set limits. Having a clear goal and setting limits is, in my opinion, the best way to enjoy Dragalia Lost and perhaps any gacha game out there. As we've just gone over, most of the time in Dragalia Lost, 4 stars are realistic to pull, so this will likely be a frequent goal. But if you really want a certain 5-star, that's fine too. Just understand that it may require a lot of savings or spending or luck to target. Sometimes you will get especially lucky and reach your goal early. but other times it will drain your whole account and you may still not reach it. This is why setting limits is also important. One tactic I have used on past showcases is to summon until I get a single 5-star, then stop no matter what. This isn't the best approach if you really want to stockpile Wyrmite toward a favorite character, but it is a reasonable limit if you just want a sampling from a variety of showcases. Maybe your limit is different, like purchasing only the monthly packs for Diamantium. But whatever it is, just be careful. It can be tempting to break your own rules. I definitely succumbed to temptation when going for Gala Cerise. The worst thing to do is to splurge on a showcase without the necessary savings to actually obtain your target. Oftentimes, you'll end up with a high pity rate, no target in hand, and no resources to actually finish summoning on that banner. If you want to be extra cautious, you can even wait until you have 100 or 60 summons worth of Wyrmite before summoning on a typical showcase or in a gala respectively. That way, no matter what, you'll guarantee yourself at least one 5-star, even if it is yet another Wyrmprint. Of course, all of these suggestions are easier said than done, and I know how alluring it can be to pull or purchase in any gacha game. Apparently our friends at Nintendo have made Dragalia fairly generous compared to what Cygames initially intended, so I shudder to think at what might have been. Despite this, I hope these suggestions help you, and we're able to help each other stay motivated as we continue to play Dragalia Lost. It's as useful for me as anyone else to revisit this topic from time to time, so thank you for watching until the end. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'd love to hear how you approach summoning, what your thoughts are on gacha in Dragalia, and any tips you have for others in the comments below. Thank you once again for watching, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.